Training is guaranteed to change your dog's behaviour. Myth or fact? Training or teaching behaviour is important, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Multiple interacting factors determine whether a specific training program will produce lasting, generalised behaviour change for you and your dog. A multimodal approach is essential, but let's look at why and what other things influence behaviour outcomes too. So your dog's rearing conditions, their early experiences shape behavioural development and neurodevelopment of your dog. Puppies exposed to varied positive social and environmental experiences are more likely to respond to training and show lower fear and reactivity later in life. And this exposure includes their mum's lifetime too. Stress exposure during mum's pregnancy means that puppies may be more sensitive to stressors after they're born. Longitudinal and cohort studies emphasise early life as a critical period, and differences in socialisation and rearing appear in later behaviour and owner-reported training approaches. The age of your dog can affect it as well. Different life stages can have different needs. Puppies and adolescent dogs can't be expected to have the same emotional regulation skills as an adult dog. Our approaches and expectations must be age appropriate. And their learning history and reinforcement history matter. A dog's prior learning will inform them of what to expect in certain situations. And behaviour sustained by strong reinforcement over time will be more resistant to change. So some environmental management and creative planning will be needed to create a plan that works with where your dog is at currently. Basically, if they've been rehearsing a behaviour for 3 years and now we want it to change, we're going to have to do some thinking about what might work and what needs to change to maximise our chances of success. Environment and social exposure are important too. So an example of this would be a dog who has spent many months or years in a rural setting, for example, and then is rehomed to a town. They might struggle with learning new behaviour and coping skills for urban settings. Their exposure to different environments or social situations in their history will have an impact on them. Their health, their pain and sensory function, medical problems, musculoskeletal conditions, neurological disease, endocrine disorders, sensory loss, the list goes on. These can all contribute to behaviour problems as well, and these can reduce responsiveness to training. Best practice is to rule out or treat medical causes concurrently with behaviour modification. Exercise, mental enrichment, arousal regulation, these will all impact how successful your training plan is too. So their physical and mental exercise can help manage their arousal, and this can support them in developing resilience and can help support behaviour plan success as well. Dogs with insufficient outlets for species-appropriate behaviours are more likely to exhibit frustration-based or connection-seeking behaviour, and this can make teaching a bit more tricky. Owner characteristics and your skill are going to affect it as well. Your abilities, your consistency, your stress levels can all affect your training outcomes. And that's why it's important to find someone who can help you be successful with your dog's training plan and make it as easy for you to succeed so that your piece of the puzzle is as most effective as it can be and it's most successful. There are skills you can learn to make it easier for you and things we can do to help reduce the stress and pressure on both of you whilst working through a plan. This could be as simple as learning how to play with your dog or researching really quiet, isolated spots so you can avoid the public for regular, long, peaceful, sniffy walks. It's also important that you have support from family and friends too. It's going to take a village to work through your dog's training plan. The clarity of the training plan, is it clear? Are the steps clear? Do you know where it's going? What's the goal you have in mind? Is it realistic? Are you aware of the timelines? It's usually going to take much longer than you expect to get there. There's loads of things to consider. So now you can see why a training plan is not guaranteed. There's so many different variables that we need to juggle. There's so much thinking involved. But don't get overwhelmed. Your behaviour approach should break it down for you, make it digestible, and give you small steps to start with that can make a big difference. And soon you'll be a couple of months in and you'll have a better understanding of who your dog is, what they need, and where you're going. You just got to hang in there. Follow along for more. Subscribe to the Patreon for lots more dog content.